गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। लास्ट टाइम हमने जो भी बात की थी सप्लाई की, डिमांड की कि क्या फैक्टर्स उन पे इफेक्ट करते हैं, राइट? नाउ टुडे आवर टॉपिक इज लॉ ऑफ डिमांड। द लॉ ऑफ डिमांड स्टेट्स दैट if all the other factors remain equal, the higher the price of goods, the fewer people will demand that goods. In other words, the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. The amount of goods that buyer purchase at a higher price is less because as the price of goods goes up, so does the opportunity cost of buying those goods. As a result, people will naturally avoid buying a product that will force them to forget the consumption of something else they value more. तो हमने क्या मतलब क्या लॉ ऑफ डिमांड है कि अगर जैसे प्राइस बढ़ेगी तो अब डिमांड अपना आप ही कम हो जाएगी, लोग उस चीज को भूल ही जाते हैं। भले यूज भी कर रहे हो, अगर ऑटोमेटिकली अगर उसकी प्राइस बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई तो वो क्या करेंगे, तो उस चीज को अवॉइड करेंगे, क्या इसका अल्टरनेटिव कुछ ढूंढ लेते हैं। ओके, ये चार्ट है, आप देखो यहाँ पर। तो ये प्राइस जैसे जैसे बढ़ी वैसे वैसे डिमांड क्या हुआ, उसका फॉल। डिमांड क्या हो गई, कम हो गई। ये हमारा प्राइस डिमांड रिलेशन है। A, B, C are points on demand curve. Each point on the curve reflects a direct correlation between quantities demanded and price P. So at point A, the quantity demanded will be Q1 and the price will be P1. And so on. यहाँ पे पॉइंट पे क्या है, प्राइस P1 है और क्वांटिटी क्या है, Q1 है। B पर प्राइस P2, क्वांटिटी Q2, C पर P3 and Q3. The demand relationship curve illustrates the negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. The higher the price of goods, the lower the quantity demanded, and the lower the price, the more the goods will be in demand. फिर आता है law of supply. Like the law of demand, the law of supply demonstrates the quantities that will be sold at a certain price. But unlike the law of demand, the supply relationship shows an upward slope. Producers supply more at a higher price because selling more quantity at a higher price increases revenue. A, B, and C are points on the supply curve. Each point on the curve reflects a direct correlation between quantity supplied and price P. At point B, अब यहाँ पे आप देखो पॉजिटिव कर्व है, क्योंकि सप्लायर अगर ज्यादा कॉस्ट पर बेचेगा तो उसको तो रेवेन्यू ज्यादा मिलेगा। ए पर P1 Q1, बी पर P2 Q2 और सी पे Q3 P3 है। ये सप्लाई रिलेशनशिप है, दैट इज इन पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन। यहाँ सप्लाई क्या हो रही है, बढ़ रही है। ओके, फिर आता है टाइम एंड सप्लाई। Unlike the demand relationship, however, the supply relationship, just a minute, student. So, unlike the demand relationship, however, the supply relationship is a factor of time. Time is important to supply because suppliers must but cannot always react quickly to a change in demand or price. So, it is important to try and determine whether a price change that is caused by demand will be temporary or permanent. Let's say there is a sudden increase in the demand and price for umbrellas in an unexpected rainy season. Suppliers may simply accommodate demand by using their production equipment more intensively. So, time and supply, unlike the demand relationship, however, the supply relationship is a factor of time. The time is important to supply because suppliers must but cannot always react quickly to a change in demand or price. So, it is important to try and determine whether a price change that is caused by demand will be temporary or permanent. Let's say there's a sudden increase in the demand and price for umbrellas in an unexpected season. Suppliers may simply accommodate demand by using their production equipment more intensively. If, however, there is a climate change and the population will need umbrellas year round, the change in demand and price will be expected to be long term. Suppliers will have to change their equipment and production facilities in order to meet the long term levels of demand. Then, supply and demand relationship. According to the demand relationship, as demand increases, so does the price. Consequently, the rise in price should prompt more supply and increased supply will meet customer demand. Again, price will fall as demand is decreasing. फिर आता है equilibrium. When supply and demand are equal, that is when the supply function and the demand function intersect, the economy is said to be at equilibrium. At this point, the quantity of goods being supplied is exactly the same as the quantity of goods being demanded. Thus, everyone, individuals, firms, or countries, is satisfied with the current economic condition. At the given price, suppliers are selling all the goods that they have produced, and consumers are getting all the goods that they are demanding. So as you can see on the chart, equilibrium occurs at the intersection of, ये यहाँ पे equilibrium point है, ये demand और supply का intersection point है. At this point, the price of goods will be P and this quantity will be Q star. These figures are referred to as equilibrium price and quantity. In the real market, equilibrium can only ever be reached in theory. So the prices of goods and services are constantly changing in relation to changes in demand and supply. फिर आता है हमारा इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. Demand elasticity is a measure of how much the quantity demanded will change if another factor changes. Demand elasticity is important because it helps firms model the potential change in demand due to first, change in the price of the goods, the effect of changes in prices of other goods, and many other important market factors. A firm grasp of demand elasticity helps to guide firms toward more optimal competitive behavior. Elasticity greater than 1 is called elastic. Elasticity less than 1 is called inelastic, and equal to 1 is unit elastic. This is important for selling prices so as to maximize profit. अब एक प्राइस जो इलास्टिसिटी है वो कैसे हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं वो देखेंगे. A measure of the relationship between the changes in the quantity demanded of particular goods and the change in its price. Price elasticity of demand equal होता है percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Example दिया है, if the quantity demand of a goods increases 15% in response to a 10% decrease in price, the price elasticity of demand would be 15% upon 10%, that is equal to 1.5. The degree to which the quantity demand of goods changes in response to a change in price can be influenced by a number of factors. First, the number of loose substitutes. Second, type of goods, whether it is necessary or luxury. Necessities tend to have inelastic demand, while luxuries are more elastic. Businesses evaluate price elasticity of demand for various products to help predict the impact of a pricing on product sales. फिर आता है income elasticity. It is of demand is an economics term that refers to the sensitivity of the quantity demanded of a certain product in response to a change in consumer incomes. Income elasticity of demand क्या है formula? Percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in income. कि अगर if the quantity demanded of a goods increases by 15% in response to a 10% increase in income, the income elasticity क्या हो जाएगी? Percentage change in quantity demanded 25% upon 10%, that will be equal to 2.5. The quantity demanded of normal necessities will increase with income, but at a slower rate than luxury goods. This is because consumers, rather than buying more of the necessities, will likely use their increased income to purchase more luxury goods and services. The quantity demanded of luxury good is very sensitive to change in income. The quantity demanded of luxury goods is very sensitive to changes in income. Low-grade goods have a negative income elasticity of demand. The quantity demanded of inferior goods falls as income rise. फिर आता है हमारा क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी और क्रॉस प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी. Cross elasticity of demand captures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded of one goods to a change in the price of other goods. इसका फॉर्मूला परसेंटेज चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड ऑफ गुड ए अपॉन परसेंटेज चेंज इन प्राइस ऑफ गुड बी. The cross price elasticity may be positive or negative value depending on whether the goods are complements or substitutes. If two products are complements, an increase in demand for one is accompanied by an increase in the quantity demanded of the other. Example, an increase in demand for cars will lead to an increase in demand for fuel. The value of the cross price elasticity for complementary goods will thus be negative. A positive cross price elasticity value indicates that the two goods are substitutes. For substitute goods, as the price of one good rises, the demand for the substitute goods increases. जैसे example, if the price of coffee increases, consumers may purchase less coffee and more tea. Conversely, the demand for a substitute goods falls when the price of other goods is decreased. In the case of perfect substitutes, the cross elasticity of demand will be equal to positive infinity. फिर आता है हमारा promotional elasticity of demand. Now, a day promotion become an important factor in the market as the customer came to know about the product by promotional activity. Promotion by means of India or by giving some gifts, consumers will attract towards that product or service and it will affect the demand. Promotional elasticity of demand equal percentage change in sales volume upon percentage change in promotional expenses. Then promotional elasticity of demand equal to percentage change in sales volume upon percentage change in promotional expenses. Promotional elasticity क्या है demand? Higher when the product is luxury, for example, air condition. Medium when the product is of comfort, for example, air cooler. Lower when the product is of necessity, for example, fan. Promotional elasticity of demand is more affected when the market is of competition. ओके तो स्टूडेंट्स ये हमारा यूनिट 1 जो है दैट इज द जो हमने बेसिक्स पढ़े कि इकोनॉमिक्स में क्या चीज होती है, क्या सेल्स प्राइस मतलब क्या डिमांड है, क्या मतलब किन किन चीजों का इफेक्ट पड़ता है। ओके, तो थैंक यू एवरीवन, यहाँ हमारी यूनिट खत्म होती है।